Hello, hello. Welcome to day 1087 of Connecting the Thoughts. Quote for today is, one second. Quote for today is, first let the emotions settle and then take the next step. So I am asking you to let your emotions first settle. When do emotions get all stirred up? Emotions get stirred up when you are facing maybe a difficult decision. Maybe you are at a crossroad. Maybe you are feeling a sense of lack. There are different situations. Maybe you're super excited about something. So what I'm inviting you to do today is to first let your emotions settle and then take the next step. And I'm not saying like wait forever, but I'm saying let them settle down a bit and then take the next step. More on this on the other side of the show reel. Welcome back to the conversation on day 1087. If you haven't subscribed already, do subscribe to the YouTube channel because here is where I post daily videos on the little things that make life big. And what are we talking about today? We are talking about first let emotions settle and then take the next step. So when you are in that place of making a decision, when you are in a space of maybe chaos, maybe excitement, maybe fear, you're just feeling so many emotions in one time. So what I'm inviting you to do is to first let those emotions settle down a little bit. Maybe you can just let them settle down a little bit. And how would you let your emotions settle down? By acknowledging that they even exist. Sometimes we feel so many things, yet we tend to run away from them. We tend to hide away from our emotions, and we kind of, just brush them under the carpet and move on with our lives, or we just go for things that probably don't sit well with our value system. So what I'm inviting you to do today is, gosh, that was a tongue twister. What I'm inviting you to do today is first let those emotions settle down and then take the next step. So hush out any extra chatter, any noise that's going on in your mind and your heart. Just settle it down a little bit before you can take that next step. And why this is important is because when there's so much of chaos in your mind, when there's so much of chaos in your emotions, you're not able to kind of think clearly. You're not able to think through what could be the best thing to do next, what could be the next best thing to do. So you come from a place of chaos, you come from a confused, muddled up mindset, and then you take the next step forward, which might not be the right thing to do. So if you just allow yourself some time, just a little bit of time, just some breathing room, just some space for yourself to sit with yourself, to look within, to focus on yourself, and then take that next step forward. Just kind of weigh the pros and cons of your next step. Just come in alignment with how it feels to you, how it sits down with your value system, what could be the consequences of taking that step, what could be the consequences of taking another possible step, what could be the consequences of just holding on to that decision, and just giving yourself some time to think, to just analyze what you're feeling in the moment, and then taking that next step. It's when you're giving yourself that room to be yourself, to be with yourself, that's when the next step becomes more clear to you, and it becomes more, it just becomes more easier, in fact, to take that next step, because then you know the ifs, the buts, the the possibilities. You've weighed it properly. You've weighed it enough so that you can move forward with more confidence and more clarity. So this is how I see it. I would love to hear from you. What are your thoughts on, when it's a difficult decision to make? How do you make that choice? When it's a difficult conversation to have, how do you start that conversation? When it's a relationship that you're getting into or getting out of, how do you take that first step? Do you just jump into it, absolutely numb and unaware of what the impact is going to be for you? Or do you take some time to just step back and take a look at the whole situation, analyze what you're feeling, understand what you're feeling, respect what you're feeling, and then move forward? So yes, let those emotions settle and then take the next step. Do not be driven by your emotions. Do not be, overwhelmed when you take your next step forward. Just settle down a little bit. Just settle down, think more clearly, and then take the next step. And then see how that feels for you. These are my thoughts. I'd love to hear from you what you think. I'd love you to share this message with a friend who might need to hear it today. And if this has been of value to you, please write in comments saying, I am balanced. It's just simple. I am. To use today, I am balanced in comments if this has been of value to you. And until tomorrow, before I go, later tonight, in another less than 3 hours, I am going on my on air again for the next episode of Wise Wednesdays with RK. And today we're just playing with a different format. I don't have a special guest today. I don't have a special one person that I will be sharing the hour with. I'm inviting you. I'm inviting you to be part of the conversation, because I love how interactive and engaging it gets when you share your comments and your thoughts on the show while the show is on and while the speakers are speaking. So I thought today, why not open doors and allow the listeners in? So we're going to have a relay of listeners coming in, and they're going to share their thoughts on getting from feeling stuck to unstuck, which is technically what I do as a smile strategist. But I'd love to hear from you. Where in life are you feeling stuck, or where in life have you ever been stuck? And what did you do to get yourself feeling unstuck? Just some simple conversation with you as the guest of honor today. I look forward for you to be part of the conversation. If you would like to come on board and share your thoughts on the show, send me a direct message, send me a message, or leave in a comment, and I'll be more than happy to bring you on the show and share the link to the backstage so that you can come on board and share your thoughts on getting from feeling stuck to unstuck. That's about Wise Wednesdays with RK, episode 55 today. I am balanced in comments if this conversation has been of value to you. And until tomorrow, keep smiling, keep shining, stay safe. And thank you for connecting the thoughts with me. Thank you so, so much. I am balanced.